Hey everybody, welcome to Lex's Lounge. How's it going? Today we're going to do a review of Final Fantasy VII Remake, arguably one of the biggest console games to come out in the recent past. And this is going to be a bit of a spoilers review, so be aware of that. And this will also be a review by a true fan, which interestingly isn't me. Now, I was gonna play the remake, and I did play the original, and I enjoyed the original, but that alone does not make you a hardcore fan. But I do have a hardcore fan in my household that's already played the remake all the way through, and she is a hardcore fan. This is Natalie.
Hello.
And for those of you who don't know, Natalie is my wife, and she's also a true FF7 fan. In fact, she has the FF7 strategy guide. And this isn't even your first copy of this thing, is it?
Nope.
No?
I lost the first one, so I had to buy it again.
Yeah, there you go. She's willing to buy the strategy guide twice. And she's currently playing FF7 Remastered, which is like the original that you can download for PS4. And here they are, actually. FF7 the original and FF7 the remake. Except, what's this? This is a greatest hits. This isn't the original disc. How come you don't have the original disc?
I bought the original with my brother, so when I moved out, he got the original and I had to buy another copy.
A likely story. Well, in any case, I'm guessing that you're playing FF7 Remastered for PS4 because the remake was kind of a dud.
Yeah, it was a big disappointment.
Alright, well, tell us what it was about FF7 Remake that was disappointing.
Well, I can start off with the stuff they got right. When you start playing the game, they get the graphics really well. The characters are awesome in terms of design, voice, and personalities.
Rock solid game mechanics, battle system.
Battle system was good. There was some criticism on it from other players, but I thought it was okay. It was a little bit more challenging. They even add a little bit of depth to the story, so they make you care about certain characters like Wedge and Biggs and Jesse before you kill them off.
Yeah, these are characters that died like 6 hours in this version of the game.
Yeah. So that's where they went right. But a good game isn't just built on good graphics and good battle mechanics. So as I was playing the game, I found that there was a lot of filler. There was a lot of weird, stupid little quests like finding a little girl's cat or rounding up the neighborhood kids that you really don't care about. They were stretching out a lot of the dungeons you had to go through, like needlessly stretching out, just putting a ton of filler. Then I find out that this game is actually not the full game. It only takes you till the end of Midgar. So...
And by the way, guys, Midgar in the old game and this game was like, it was a small portion of one of the 3 discs that this game came with. So you did not buy the full remake of FF7 when you bought this. Turns out you bought like 1/6 of a game or a quarter. We don't even know.
Yeah. So basically, with all the filler and the fact that they only give you a sixth of the game, I felt like they were really trying to gouge us.
Yeah.
But then, at the end of this game, at the end of Midgar, it takes a really weird turn, and this is where they ruin it. They have this weird storyline where you have to go through a portal, and you have to fight this being of destiny for some reason. Like, makes no sense to me. And then, you fight Sephiroth in a battle that mirrors the final boss fight in FF7 Original.
And this, of course, is completely meaningless because it has none of the countless hours of storyline associated with Sephiroth in the original.
I mean, if you haven't played the original, you don't even really know who this guy is. So what is the significance of this fight? And then on top of that, during the fight, they give you a bunch of flash forwards and they give away key events that happen later in the game.
Like huge ones.
So, and then you beat Sephiroth and you leave Midgar. And the characters strongly imply that, well, this is going to be different. Like, the sky's the limit. This is not going to be the same original game, that they're going to change it. So, what they're actually doing is not a remake like they promised, it's a reboot or some kind of parallel universe sequel type thing.
It's not the same story, which is quite problematic when you chose the exact same cover art and you used the word remake instead of reboot. You're kind of misleading people.
Yeah, so basically, I felt number one, they were gouging us. They added a bunch of filler. They're trying to get me to pay 4 times as much for this game than I really should. And they ruined the story completely. So, as far as I'm concerned, this was a bust. I will not be playing any of the other discs. In fact, I'm going to be selling this copy because this felt like a slap in the face. And I would much rather go to the remastered version that keeps the original story.
Yeah, and this remastered one that actually tells you the story the way it's meant to be told, it's actually got, a good number of improvements that they've made where they've made sprites better, things look a whole lot better. So it's an enjoyable game to play. You guys can see it's quite the gap from what the original sprites used to look like. But yeah, I'll try to link in the description to some info on this FF7 Remastered in case you want to take a look at it. But that's what you're going to be playing going forward, is my understanding.
Yep.
Yeah, so there you go. FF7 Remake, a bit of a bust.
Yeah.
What should people do if they found this video useful?
Like and subscribe.
There you guys have it. So, on that note, we'll see you all next time.